everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for The Beanie Bubble. This is a new film from 2023. It is rated R with a runtime of an hour and 50 minutes. As of recording of this video, we have a Rotten Tomato score of 47 from the critics, 62 for the audience. I'm very close. I'm probably in between, maybe closer to the audience. And let me give you a quick synopsis here. Why did the world suddenly treat stuffed animals like gold? Ty Warner was a frustrated toy salesman until his collaboration with three women grew his masterstroke of an idea into the biggest toy craze in history. The Beanie Bubble is an inventive story about what and who we value and the unsung heroes whose names didn't appear on the heart-shaped tag. This movie is directed by Kristen Gore and Damien Kulash. Stars Zack Galafanakis as Ty, Elizabeth Banks as Robbie, Sarah Snook as Sheila, and Geraldine Viswanath as Maya. Um, I think I really wanted to go into this movie and just really enjoy it. And I think overall, it's the first part, I think it's very enjoyable, right? I think seeing everything leading up to uh, the the building of this empire of Beanie Babies, that's all pretty exciting. But I feel like the movie lost track of what it was trying to do around the midway point, and then it never really fully managed to recover. I think it was trying to tell the story in a very convoluted way, where in order to bring a little bit of a surprise, which I think that would have been fun had the movie landed the execution. But I think the movie just eventually kind of ran out of steam, kind of like the bubble burst on the movie itself, kind of like the Beanie Babies. And this is not a bad movie or at all. I just feel like I wasn't fully in it for the 2 hours that it was. At some point it lost my attention, and I can usually tell if a movie doesn't grab my attention because I start looking at my clock or my watch, or I start looking at how much time is left in the film. Those are indicators to me that I'm not having the best time watching this film. But because I want to make videos like these and give you a full review, I kind of just force myself to finish them. And force is kind of a loaded word there, but the movie starts with a really cool snappy pace, like just very colorful style. Some really interesting characters. Like, I think all the performances are actually pretty great. That was one of the things that really led me to continue watching. I think that was just really fun. But then later on, like, they just never fully evolve, and even the characters stay into that same gear that we started with, which unfortunately, it doesn't lead to growth or development of the characters. Um, but like I mentioned, the performances, I feel they were really great. I think Galafanakis really kind of disappeared into the role of Ty, and then Robbie, played by Elizabeth Banks, was a lot of fun to watch. I think I really like Elizabeth Banks. I think she's great. And then Sarah Snook, really fun to see her in something else because I am a big fan of Succession. So I'm so glad that She's so versatile when it comes to roles. Like, I had never and at no point did I feel like I'm just watching Sarah Snook do the Succession. I don't think she's just her Succession character. I feel like she has other areas that she could really go into, right, to a very different character. And then Geraldine Viswanath, who I think I've seen her before in something else. I believe it's a show called Miracle Workers, um, on TBS. But let me know in the comments if I'm incorrect because I forgot to check into this. But yeah, I think it's Miracle Workers. She's really funny. She's really great. She was probably one of my favorite characters in the whole story, and that was really fun. But yeah, overall, this movie was entertaining enough. It was fun to see the Beanie Babies and go back to the late '80s, '90s when the craze started happening and all these people were doing their stuff. The sets definitely capture the essence of what I feel like the '90s would have been in a corporate world like that. A corporate world that it's very loosely structured as a corporation, um, and just yeah, I don't know. There's something that at some point the film derailed for me, and it just really never got back on track, unfortunately. Uh, which is kind of like what happened with the Beanie Babies, right? The Beanie Babies captured everyone's attention, and then they kept building and building, and then at some point, everybody kind of stopped wanting to be part of that, and this is, I mean, that I didn't want to stop being, enjoying this film. I was fully committed to watching the story. Uh, just the story was presented in a bit of a convoluted way that it didn't allow me to kind of keep going. So, uh, if you are a fan of the Beanie Baby stuff, or you just like to see how some of these trends and these bubbles kind of burst, I think it'll be entertaining enough. Uh, it's very similar to a lot of things that are happening currently with, like collector stuff, or as a comic collector, like I also see, there's a 90s there's a 90s comic collector bubble as well that could very well have been the point of this series or this TV show. There's also all the stuff that's going on with like crypto and other things that are like these ideas that kind of take hold of pop culture and society, and nobody really fully understands why they are so valuable, except for a few group. But then, it's kind of like the people at the end are the ones holding the bag. So overall, if you want to check this out, I recommend it. Uh, if you have a couple of hours to spare, but it's not something that I would rush out to see. I think there's better stuff in a lot of these services. So as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.